Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Hello, I'm Dawn Herring, and this is the first time that I'm actually going live on YouTube. Yes. And our subject today is talking about assessing our winter wardrobes with the change of the season and determining what stays, what goes. And I just wanted to share with you my own experience and some decisions that I made about my own wardrobe. And as I was going through what I had hanging in my winter selection, there were two items that I decided to let go of. And I will tell you what they're made of so that you can have an idea of how they held up. Okay, this first one is a gray cardigan sweater that I bought. It's a So brand from Kohl's, and it's made of 63% cotton, 30%, 37% acrylic. That's the body and the sleeve, and yeah. So I tried this on, and it looked really strange, and I was wondering why. And I realized that it is misshapen. One side of the sweater, I guess you could say it got stretched out. This whole shoulder area got completely pulled out of shape. And this one is not so bad, but when I put it on, it just looked really odd. And so I decided, yeah, gotta pull it out, and this isn't gonna work anymore. Now, it's so much easier to determine to remove something from your wardrobe, even if you like the, the overall aesthetic of it. Although I'm not really big on just straight cardigans anymore, I am actually more leaning toward the more dynamic cut kind of, or the wrap kind of, sweater pieces that I have acquired in my wardrobe. So the straight cardigan is not necessarily my favorite way to go. And so that's another reason why I decided this isn't gonna stay in my wardrobe anymore. But it's so much easier to let go of something when it's misshapen, when it just doesn't look good anymore. And so that was an easy no, for sure. Now this one here, I don't remember when I bought it. I don't know how long it's been since I purchased it. It's another So sweater. And this one is 100% acrylic. And it has super, super long sleeves on it. And it also has I guess you could say, a vast amount of pilling. And it's so pilled out that I don't think I could fix it, even if I wanted to. And so this is another straight cardigan sweater. And it's also in a very dark turquoise. Now, I do have a couple of dark turquoise pieces in my wardrobe that I have worn. They're not my favorite pieces. I prefer the brighter turquoise as far as my color palette goes. Oh, I just want to welcome everyone to this live YouTube. I've never been live on YouTube before, so thank you so much for joining me today for this live. And we're talking about assessing our winter wardrobes during this season, the change of the season, now that we're in spring. Although right now, today, I'm experiencing a cold front in Texas where I live, and it's very wet and cold. Although I'm sure most people would not consider highs in the 50s to be cold, but when you've had it in 85 degrees on a previous day, yeah, that kind of it's definitely cold. I'm wearing my favorite fuzzy sweater today because it's pretty chilly out there. But anyway, so yeah, so I decided to let go of this one too, because first of all, the sleeves are too long. Second of all, it's not in good shape as far as the way it looks. It doesn't look nice to me anymore. And again, it doesn't really work with my color palette. So, so those are the two pieces that I decided to let go of. And now I'm going to show you the pieces that, even though I didn't wear them this season, I kept them stored away because I wasn't planning on wearing them. I have newer pieces that I wear instead. And these are pieces that I purchased many years ago. I've had these sweaters for decades. They're a cowl neck sweater, and they come with a sash that ties around the waist, and they have little belt loops on them to keep them on there. And I did not wear them this season because they're not as soft as they used to be. They have a little bit of a stiffness to them that I don't really care for. But at the same time, these are 100% cotton sweaters. And how hard is it to find a 100% cotton sweater nowadays, right? So I've decided, instead of letting them go because they're not my favorite anymore, I've decided to hang on to them. Even though I'm not wearing them right now, I decided they're in such great condition. They're not stretched out. There's no pilling. There's no holes. There's no wear. And they fit me fine. And I like them in that kind of a way, but I'm not currently wearing them. But I'm not letting them go. Exactly. Now, they come in 2 colors. This is the darker brown, and then I also have a tan. It's exactly the same cowl neck sweater, only in a different color. And I happen to really love this color because it goes well with a lot of different things. It's a very neutral color. And of course, dark brown is as well. You know, I wear both of those colors. They are definitely in my color palette as far as my overall wardrobe choice, which is another reason why I'm keeping them. So sometimes you have to let go of something because it's misshapen and it doesn't look good when you put it on. Sometimes you have to let go of something because it just doesn't fit very well and it doesn't look good anymore, and it looks like it's been through the ringer a little bit. So we let those things go. But we hang on to the higher quality, decades-long choice that you've had in your wardrobe that you don't want to say no to anymore. So even though I haven't worn them, I am grateful for the quality that they are made from. And so therefore, I will continue to keep them in my stash, even if they're not actively in my wardrobe at this time. I do have other sweater cowl necks that I wore this season that are newer, that are more my favorites that I reach for. And so that's what I've got right now that I've been wearing this season. But I'm still grateful to have them, especially as a backup, because you just never know when other things that you've purchased just don't hold up like they used to. And these ones that are much, much older stand the test of time. So hang on to those pieces sometimes that you think that are in really good condition, even if you're not necessarily actively wearing them right now. It may be a good idea to just keep them, you know, and just put them in another place rather than having them like right in the primary spot in your closet. So I'm really glad that I went through my winter wardrobe and determined what pieces would go and what pieces are going to stay, even if they're not actively what I'm choosing to wear right now. So I hope that helps you to determine, you know, any assessing that you may want to do with your winter wardrobe. And I am grateful that you guys joined me today for this live. And I enjoyed talking to you about just making decisions about what to keep, what to let go of in our winter wardrobe choices, and what's worth keeping and what isn't. Exactly. So you're welcome to leave a comment below after I close this session, and let me know what pieces you're letting go of and why, and what pieces you've hung on to, even if you're not actively wearing them right now, and why you've chosen to not let them go yet. So you guys have yourselves a delightful day, and remember to have fun with your fashion. Thanks for joining me. You have a wonderful day. Bye-bye. Okay. I have to figure out how to close this live session because I've never done a live on YouTube before, so bear with me. I think I have to just do this. Thank you so much for joining me. You have a great day.